Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Martin with The Contoured Chemist. Today we are going to be doing some recreating the looks. So if you are new to 3D foundation, new to Seint, new to Demi, you might not know what I'm talking about, but it's brand new to Seint Official that they just put out our very first of the series for recreating the looks. And the 4 looks that they just did are for fall, which is my favorite time to do some fall makeup looks. I'm so excited. So I am going to show you guys a little bit about the looks that are featured on Seint Official, how I might tweak them for my eyes or for mature skin. And then I'm just going to show you the looks. We're going to play around with some of these fun combinations and give you some of my tips and tricks for them as well. So if you want to check them out, please keep watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for being here. Okay, friends, so I want to go through these 4 recreations of the looks as quickly as possible so you guys can see what I would do differently, the final look on my skin tone, and my tips for wearing some of these shades. So I already did my full face. I'm going to, not my full foundation, that way you guys don't have to watch me do it again. I will link some videos down below on application. If you are new, I apologize if you hear my kitten is about to jump on top of my table. He is in playful mode. It'll be fun to do each of the 4 fall looks. Now this is brand new from Seint. If you go to Seint Official, you will see there are 4 different collections. You can watch a really quick tutorial. They're only like 1 minute, one look with this collection. Obviously, there are a lot of different ways you can wear these colors together. So I'm gonna show you how I would do it or what I might change for each collection. This is going to be something that Seint is going to keep doing based on holidays. So there'll be new ones coming out for Halloween looks, and then Christmas time, New Year's, and then with the changing season. So I'm super excited to see some of the looks that they're gonna create. They're all so good. And as I said before, fall is my favorite. I'm in fall mode, even if my state is not quite there yet. So let's go ahead and get started. All I did was on my normal application, same colors, mango, sandy. I didn't even brighten. I did use indigo as a contour. If you see the tutorials online, they're shown on 2 different models, one of lighter skin tone and one of darker skin tone. So it's kind of hard to tell if you are one or the other, what the look might look like on your skin tone. I know I'm super jealous of the darker skin because those colors pop so well. I know they're gonna look differently on me because I've worn them plenty of times. So hopefully this will give you a good idea of what they would look like someone in the middle. I consider myself in the middle. And maybe different ways you can tweak some of the application if you do have more hooded or more aging eyes like I do, which can affect some of these application methods in my opinion. Okay, friends, look number 3. My rosacea is getting a little flared after taking my makeup off twice already, but we are pushing through. I'm excited about this look. I'm a little nervous. I'm excited about this look because it is so gorgeous. This is Autumn Sunset. How beautiful is that on her? Okay, here's the thing. Obviously, these colors are gonna look way differently on my skin tone. We kind of established that with the first look because I don't have that darkest skin tone. Using pop on my eyes is going to be very different. Okay, here's my issue, if you will. If you don't know, pop is a glossy lip and cheek, okay? It's absolutely beautiful. But if you have mature hooded eyes like I do, if you have any issues with your eyeshadows creasing normally, you're not gonna be able to wear a glossy, which is more sticky of a lip and cheek on your lids. A matte lip and cheek, I do find a lot of people like to use those as a base, and they do allow more color payoff, and then you can kind of set that with your shadows. A glossy I don't recommend if you have oily or a lot of texture on your lids like I do. It will get real messy real fast. So I know personally I cannot use this on my eyelids. It's just never gonna work for me, unfortunately, because I'm obsessed with this look. And so I'm trying to figure out how I can still get that pop, because you can see that red tone on her eyes. It's gorgeous. It's what's making this look like a sunset, autumn sunset, right? So we're going to work with it and see what we got, but let's see how much of the look we can recreate, and then we'll do eyes. I'm still thinking on it, okay? Okay, so first of all, cheeks. I feel like this model naturally has a beautiful glow to her skin. I probably got a little bit of it because my rosacea is kind of not happy right now. But on the model, I love this because I'll be honest, I never thought of doing this before. And I'm like, this is genius, okay? So she has Glow, which is our shimmery, you can tell I love my Glow. You guys know I always kind of mix it with my bronzer. She's got Glow on her cheeks. Now, the cool thing is that she actually is using a eyeshadow on her cheeks as well. And I don't know why I've never thought about this before, because I always tell you guys if you're having any longevity issues with your cheeks to top it with a powdered blush. But you guys, eyeshadow's the same thing. It's pigment and it's a powder. Powder sets cream. Why did I never think to use an eyeshadow on my cheeks before? In fact, I really want to kind of try this one on my cheeks as well, but maybe we will. Let's try Glow. Okay, and I'm used to just kind of swirling in my, this is almost like a shimmery bronzer in my opinion. So I'm gonna just, now mine is very dried out, as you can tell. I've had this one in my palette for quite a while. I'm just gonna kind of tap on until it gets to kind of the depth I want. Okay, and let's just try it with just Havana. Again, I'm gonna use the same side. Oh, that's so pretty. So this just adds a touch of color. How pretty is that? I really want to use, so I use this, I really want to try Moscow. You guys mad if I just want to try a little bit. So I'm kind of doing this with my brush just so it kind of doesn't just put it in one spot. If I was to touch this small of a 10, what is it going to do? It's just going to be on that part of my brush. I like to evenly distribute everything. So that way when I touch my face, it's not just going to be in this beautiful, perfect square. Okay, this might have just opened up a whole wormhole for me because I feel like it's still giving me that glow. Now, Moscow has a shimmer in it. And obviously, I just put a nice base of shimmer down with the Glow Illuminator, but holy moly, it might be dangerous. Moscow would probably be one of my top choices for a shimmery one, but my wheels are spinning of all the eyeshadows we could use on our cheeks. Okay. So, Pop, it has us using it on our lips and then our eyes. I'm going to just, and I feel like that's already way more than the model. Obviously, the model has deeper skin, so it's really hard to replicate. Exactly. But they're using Glow, not Glow. This is Honey. I feel like it looks nothing like what hers looks like. So Pop and Honey are what was on her lips. She's got darker lips than me. This is why not all colors will look the same on you as they do on a model, right? So I'm going to tweak it. Hers is darker, a little bit more bronzy because of her natural skin or natural lip color. So I'm going to line my lips, first of all, with indigo. And kind of blend that in. Sometimes it's all on amounts. Okay, and then now I'm just gonna concentrate Honey in the center. Mixed together 50-50 wasn't working. Okay, that looks a lot closer. Okay, so I just found a little discrepancy. I watched the tutorial and Moscow's not shown on the tutorial anywhere. So we're gonna use that in place of Pop as a base on the lid. Maybe that's why it's in the collection. I don't know. Let's just wing it. Okay, so we're gonna use the eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna try to get that red, warm sunset undertone. Even though this is a shimmer, that is my only, this is the best tone for that, I feel like, but I might have to bring in a matte for this part up here. We all know I can't do that everywhere. So let's just try it and see what comes up. Okay, so I'm gonna take Moscow and add that warmth to, this brush isn't working very well. Okay, we're gonna use the smudge brush. We're gonna put a nice base of Moscow all the way up to the crease. Ooh, that's bright. Okay, I'm gonna use a very small amount on the lower lash line because they do use Pop on the lower lash line. I have to say this is one of those like really finely milled shimmers, so I don't feel like it's giving me too much texture. So I'm gonna leave it there for now. I do not have color above my hood yet, right? Let's go ahead and go in with the Leo. So we have Leo and we have Havana. Let's see how similar they are. Leo's a darker orange, Havana's more of like a lighter coral. They show Leo in the inner corner up here and then Havana out here. And then the shimmers in the middle. I'm gonna go ahead and I wanna make sure you're gonna be able to see this. When my eyes are open. Okay, so there's Leo. Now let's use a little bit of Havana. On the outer corner. I think you could really use the same color all the way across. I can't see enough of a difference from here to here. And I just dipped right in the glitter. Oh, that's gonna be my glitter brush. I think you could totally just use Leo across and keep Havana for your cheeks. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of that Leo on my outer. Okay, right now it's looking real warm. Like I'm probably scaring a lot of you, okay? It is very warm. Okay, let's simmer it down. So they show Blondie as that main shimmer, and they put it pretty much across the entire lid because it's kind of sticking to that pop. And obviously, if we have pop as a base, okay, that Blondie is really going to tone that down a lot and show off a whole lot of shimmer. Okay, since we don't have that sticky base, we're just going to use my finger, and I'm just going to press it on, and it tones down a lot of that warmth. Do you see that? So Blondie is one of those shades you can use it very sparingly, and it can brighten a lot with a touch of that gold, or you can really pack it on and it's gonna go a lot lighter, okay? Just try to keep it away from your lower lash line. If you're like me, it already was aging me there. So Blondie is much more of that heavier shimmer, more foiled. Do you see that? Okay, so a little goes a long way. If you have issues with fallout, something like pop would help because it's really gonna hold that color there and make it like stick. Okay, so looking at what I have so far, I feel like I don't have the depth that the model has. She has much more red, darker tones because of her naturally darker skin here. So I need to add some depth. Okay, I'm gonna go back into Pomegranate. I need more red since I didn't get that red from the pop, right? So I'm going to use Pomegranate, and I'm gonna create a little bit more depth. It is still very warm, but I need a little bit more contrast. Okay, what do I always tell you guys? When you feel like a look is just a little off, like this definitely looks like a sunrise to me, but I feel like I'm not getting a very good blend. It's just a little too bright. It's a personal preference. I need to tone it down a little bit. If in doubt, I always go the opposite. Okay, so I would say add something. This is right now all warm. There's not one cool tone on my eyes. I'm gonna add a little bit of coolness to see if I can get some more definition. Okay, so this is Oak. To break up some of that warmth and give a better blend here on those areas where those colors are meeting. Do you see that? Okay, and then I'm gonna go into my Ride or Die, Bubba, and just make sure all of those tones are kind of melded. So I would say your Magic Eraser shade, something lighter that can help you blend. And suddenly I feel like it's so much more wearable. It just kind of toned down a little of the brightness, and suddenly I could totally wear this in the daytime. Okay, so the next color that's in here is actually Graceland, which is a glitter. Now I know not everybody is wanting to wear glitter, but it can be super fun if you do want to try one. Now they show like spraying your brush with water. I find you're gonna get a lot more fallout that way. My go-to is this NYX glitter primer. And so all I do is put the smallest amount on my finger. I kind of distribute it between my fingers so I get a nice thin layer. And then instead of the ball of the eye, which is what they showed it, I feel like I need a little bit more light on this inner corner. So I'm going to just touch that inner corner, since the majority of my Blondie is kind of concentrated in that center. I'm going to concentrate this on my inner corner. And then I always recommend using the multitasker to pick up any kind of glitter, again, to get less fallout. Okay, start with a little bit, press on, and then you can press on more. Until you're happy. My favorite glitter though, by the way. Graceland, baby. Okay, so that totally will wake up the center of your eyes. The hard part about glitter is no matter how careful you are, you will have a little fallout. So it is best to do your eyes first if you know you're gonna be applying glitter. Otherwise, you kind of gotta go back and clean it up, and then you're gonna have to reapply under your eyes for the 5th time. Okay, so this look did not have anything for eyeliner or any really dark shades to use for liner. I always say if you do an eye look and you feel like it doesn't look finished, add eyeliner and reassess. Sometimes all it needs is a little bit of eyeliner, whether you just smudge something into your lashes and add a little bit more definition or add a little bit of lower lash mascara, whatever the case may be. So you have multiple options for like brightening. I would say subtle, use your honey. I would use honey under my brows. And if you want more of that pop, use just, whoop, that one had black eyeliner all over it. Use just a touch of Blondie to that inner corner for that pop. Such a fun look. If you are brand new to Seint and you need help picking the highlight colors, the contour colors, the things that I didn't even show, I'd be more than happy to help you out with your color match. Color match request link is in the drop box below the video. Just fill that out. Let me know how you like to wear your makeup and I will shoot you back a custom color match just for you. Grab a collection if you saw one you liked. I believe they are going to be available till November. Double check and put them here, but Halloween ones will be dropping as well. So stay tuned for those. I'm excited to see all the different looks that they create throughout this next year. It should be so much fun. And I would love to hear from you. Which look was your favorite? I know I have my favorite. Can you guys guess? For you to drop it in the comments. Which look was your favorite? 1, 2, 3, or 4. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next week. Love you.